The major revelation for me that Islam is basically a messianic influence death cult is that there are very suspicious relations to Jewish traditions, and the giveaways are words of similar Hebraic and Amharic origins. What won me over to this theory were two things. First, lots of plagiarism. For example, Ethiopic words from the Gospels from the Amharic language, Arabicized, so to say, into Arabic. For example, Matthew chapter 15, verse 27. The word for table in the Quran is not the word in Arabic for table, which has always confused me, because the word for table in Arabic is tawila. It always confused me, but after finding this out, it's clear that the Quran had Christian influence, specifically from the region of southeast Ethiopia. Another example of said plagiarism is Tawahedo, the name for the denomination of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, which is the origin of the Islamic word tawhid, meaning the doctrine of oneness. That's a huge giveaway. Other examples are the word baka, found in Surah chapter 3, verse 96, which is one of the valleys mentioned in Scripture, for example, in Psalm 86. Another example is Safa and Marwa being found in Josephus, Safa being the Palestinian Aramaic word for Mount Scopus, and Marwa being a word of similar origin for none other than Mount Moriah. Marwa, Moriah. Another example is lots of Targum material. For example, Ishmael marrying women named Fatima and Aidisha. This one's very fishy, given the apparition is named the same. If I had to guess, another apparition might appear in the age of illiteracy we're in now, to be named Adisha. Another example is the story of Cain and Abel and the crow, the fantastical story of a heavenly book being written, and the words flying up into heaven like birds when Moses broke the tablets of the law, and somehow the Quran itself making the claim that those same words returned in the form of a Quran back into the language of Arabic. That's weird, or rather it's fantasy. What's more weird is that there were over 30 and different counting versions of the Quran. There is not a single Quran, as the Quran itself in the Arabic script claims. Another example being that the word Muhammad is actually an honorific term for the Jewish exilarch. That's never been taught before, at least not in the major seminaries. The Jews reformed after their destruction, and they had a leader. The Arabs made their own exiliarch and called him by the honorific Muhammad. This honorific term is found in such places like Ezekiel chapter 24, verse 16, and Song of Songs chapter 5, verse 16.